There sailed a ship from Joppa Quay, one bitter winter dawn. Her hull was scarred from older storms, her sails were ragged worn. The men aboard were every kind, the hard world cast aside. Drunkards, thieves, and broken souls with nowhere left to hide. The harbor folk all shook their heads, that craft will never last. Her keel sits low, her timbers groan, her glory long has passed. But standing silent at the helm, beneath the cold sea rain, was Christ the Captain Nazareth, with salt upon his frame. No gilded coat adorned his back, no jeweled sword he bore, only rough wool and weathered rope like common sailors wore. Yet every man who met his eyes felt something stern and deep, like cliffs that stand through winter tides while lesser mountains sleep. He welcomed all aboard the ship, the weak, the scarred, the lost, and never asked what wreckage lay behind the seas they'd crossed. Come haul the lines was all he said, come learn the storms with me, for every man may yet stand fast before eternity. Then out they sailed through iron waves beneath the dying sun, toward seas no sailor wished to chart, and reefs no keel could run. The winds rose black from western wastes, the masts bent hard with strain, and fear moved through the battered crew like sickness through the veins. One man cried out, "We're cursed by God." Another seized the drink. A third just wept beside the rail, convinced the ship would sink. But Christ stood firm beside the wheel, while salt spray lashed his face, like one who knew the madness deep, yet held a surer place. Then through the storm the lookout screamed, "Dead waters straight ahead, a sea as black as furnace ash, where all the stars seemed dead." The charts were blank, the compass spun, the crew fell near to prayer, yet still the captain drove them on, with fierce calm in his stare. At midnight came the breaker wall that split the sky with foam, a monstrous sea no ship should pass, and no lost soul call home. The great mast cracked, the rigging tore, men slammed across the deck. The darkness roared like living things around the groaning wreck. Then Christ wrapped bleeding hands in rope and climbed the shattered spar, while lightning split the storm apart like judgment seen afar. And every sailor saw the scars burn white against the rain, the marks where iron once had pierced straight through the captain's hands. No fear remained aboard that ship when once those wounds were seen, for suddenly the wild black sea no longer stood between the souls of men and harbor light, nor death and morning shore, because the captain at the mast had crossed that tide before. Then through the dark he hauled the sail against the screaming gale, and slowly through the death-black waves the battered ship prevailed. At last the eastern sky burned gold, the seas grew wide and calm, and every broken man aboard felt sunlight in his bones. Now sailors old in dockside inns still tell with lowered voice of one strange ship that cannot sink, though all the storms rejoice. And some swear when the black seas rise and mortal hope grows thin, a captain with scar-split hands still stands and calls lost sailors in.